To date, we have spent around $10 million on developing both the Trace Together app and SafeEntry system. Mr. Gerald Giam asked if the cost is justified. Well, the results speak for themselves. Trace Together has stopped the transmission of the virus in many instances and has helped save many lives. So I have no doubt about the cost effectiveness of the program. Of course, in developing the program, we remain mindful of the need to ensure value for money. So, for example, Mr. Dennis Tan had filed a question on whether we could work on a rechargeable version of the Trace Together tokens. Doing so would inevitably increase the cost and also the time needed for manufacturing. Instead, we have designed the tokens using off-the-shelf components where possible to minimize manufacturing complexity, time, and cost. More than 4.2 million people, or around 78% of Singapore residents, now participate in the Trace Together program, and we certainly encourage even higher take-up. Not all of them use the token. Quite a number, around 2 million, or slightly less than half, just use the Trace Together app on their phones. I'm one of them, because I think that if I have the token with me, I'm quite likely to lose it. Right? So I just use my phone, and that works well for me. But we recognize that some people want the tokens, and that's why we made them available and we distributed them across all the community centers. Given that the TT app was easily available, we had initially not expected such a strong demand for the tokens. And on the supply side, there were also some delays in the manufacturing schedule. And that's why, as mentioned by Mr. Lim Biao Chuan, we were not able to complete the distribution of the tokens across all the CCs. We have been steadily building up the inventory of the Trace Together tokens and will soon be able to resume distribution in the CCs that are currently closed. As announced previously, we will also be distributing the tokens to school students who have not yet collected them through the schools. After everyone who needs a token has had a chance to collect one, we will put in place a requirement to use Trace Together only at the SafeEntry checkpoints. In other words, we have what we call TT-only SafeEntry, where the SafeEntry checking in, checking out is done either through the app or the token. We will give further information on this once the details and timelines are firmed up, and will provide adequate advance notice to all the affected establishments so that they can gear up and prepare.